Hello, Mr. Shermer, it's Desiree. Hopefully the video quality on this will be much better. Last time I made a video, people complained about the video quality sound. I was making it in the rain. It's not raining right now in Seattle, for a change. I'm doing this video because I'd like to ask you to publicly address your failure as the head of Skeptic Magazine to utilize the evidence that I have presented clearly and repeatedly to you about the fraud at Hay House Publishing that clearly endangers human life. Fraud that ties directly to Deepak Chopra. When your buddy Deepak Chopra profits by Hay House Publishing and promotes individuals who give out wrong medical information, you cannot tell me as a skeptic, one skeptic to another, that he is not in violation of his medical oath. When you have someone like Deepak Chopra being called out by me years ago, I asked him years ago to address the wrong stuff that James on Prague was promoting and tied to, and the wrong stuff that Esther Hicks was putting out. And rather than address it, he blocks me and promotes them, and to this day has those individuals promoted at the Deepak Chopra Center. You can't tell me that's not easy evidential for any skeptic to call out, and for your organization not to call out. Now, at one point, a couple years ago, I was still on the feeds of a lot of New Age stuff, and I got something for Deepak Chopra Stages and Scientists event. It was a live event going on, and I went to go see it, and I saw you. And I reached out immediately to DJ Grothy and said, what the hell is Michael Shermer doing at a paid Deepak Chopra event? And he told me, just wait, just watch. If anyone is going to challenge Deepak Chopra about the wrong things he's doing, DJ said it would be you. But your performance was anything but. You were one of the lamest performances there. And I don't just say that because I'm mad. I mean, that is a very sad statement. Other people who spoke that day gave better arguments for their positions. And at no time during the event when I saw you speaking did you challenge Deepak Chopra about the fact that he, as a medical doctor, cannot promote Esther Hicks with all of her wrong medical stuff. You also did not challenge Deepak Chopra about all of the wrong things that are directly tied and promoted by James on Prague, including the crap that he promoted with Doreen Virtue. James on Prague, knowing Doreen Virtue, gave out wrong suicide information at an event where a dozen of his former classmates were in attendance. Knowing that that had happened, he continued to promote her as real. Knowing she was telling people crazy shit, that they're not human, that they shouldn't take vaccines, that meat is low vibration, that coffee is low vibration, that alcohol is low vibration. All things that James on Prague does, by the way. With all that, James on Prague kept promoting her. And yet, you didn't call that out. I kept waiting through the years, and I have waited for you to call out Deepak Chopra for being wrongfully associated, profiting by and profiting Hay House. It seems to me that when a medical doctor takes an oath and says that they will practice their medicine art with a concept that human life is sacred and that they should do it honestly, that comes with a moral obligation to not try to promote or to in any way seemingly affirm to the public individuals who give out wrong medical information. I did not move from a member of the New Age to the skeptic community because of lack of belief in God or intuition or an afterlife. I moved from belief in the New Age to being a skeptic because of the number of times that I observed New Age consumers' lives, choices, and their children being made literally disposable as part of a culture where gurus can make up and say anything they want and none of the rest of them will challenge them. It is a culture of non-free speech in which basically any stupid shit they say is accepted. And this is not any kind of concept of valuing another human being. I can't say that I love my brother or my sister and lead them to folly or medical misinformation to line my pocket. I mean, come on, that's just basic lowest level of love. You don't even have to like people not to be willing to lead them to what can kill them. Now, I've been waiting for years for you to do the right thing. And you have an excellent opportunity, Mr. Shermer. In the past, Deepak Chopra has participated in the Hay House Summit, as many of Hay House's authors. Deepak Chopra participated in the summit even when a woman named Jessica Ainscough was part of the summit after she was already dead. Dead because Jessica Ainscough did not follow her doctor recommendations for treatment of amputation, and I believe it was chemotherapy, to prevent the spread of her cancer. Instead, she decided to market herself as the wellness warrior and to tell people that she had cured her cancer naturally. Hay House Publishing, knowing that Jessica had died due to following her own crap, kept promoting her as an expert to the public. And they promoted her as an expert at a summit after she was dead, and Deepak Chopra was part of that summit. But you didn't call that out. You haven't called it out that Deepak Chopra is tied to a summit where Christine Northrup, a medical doctor whose work has been called out repeatedly by skeptics as dangerous. You didn't call that out. But I have hope for a miracle yet. And that's why I'm standing outside my Catholic church, and I'm challenging you as an intuitive skeptic. I am challenging you that if you want to prove to me, or to anyone in the world, that a person can be a good human or a great human without belief in God, it sure would be nice for you to call Deepak Chopra out now that he's part of a Hay House Summit where Dr. Mercola's crap is going to be plugged. Let me repeat that. Hay House Publishing has signed Dr. Mercola, one of the greatest quacks of our time, to their publishing house. And Deepak Chopra hasn't said a word on it. If Deepak Chopra had stood when I called him years ago to call out the wrong stuff at Hay House, this moment possibly wouldn't have happened. But Deepak Chopra loved money more, and I think you did too. But it'd be surely nice if we could still yet save lives and embark upon a conversation that there is no excuse to risk life or for psychics or mediums to promote individuals who do. James on Prague is promoting the Hay House Summit to his 500,000 Facebook fans with no statement that he does not support the wrong medical information of Doreen Virtue, Lois Hay, Esther Hicks, Christine Northrup, or Mercola. We also have clear evidence that will be connected to on this video, either connected by another skeptic in the video or at the bottom. We have clear evidence that Colette Baron-Reed has promoted this Hay House event with no warnings to her fans. Medium John Holland, of course, is promoting danger to his fans because he doesn't give a frick who he hurts. But on top of all that stuff, while I was asking someone to help me gather these evidential clips that we can show that these psychics and mediums are promoting the Hay House Summit, not warning their fans of the wrong medical information there, I found a little tidbit that I found absolutely fascinating. We captured an image of medium John Holland, who had already participated in risking human life with Doreen Virtue, turning around and promoting the page of David Wolf via Colette Baron-Reed. So I've got Colette Baron-Reed posting to her Facebook followers information that drives them to David Wolf's page, and John Holland promoting that, her promoting that. So we have a double-tiered promotion by two people who claim to hear heaven, leading people to the full harm of David Wolf's stuff. It's amazing how all the times I've written Hay House and John Holland and asked them to stop promoting stuff that is wrong, that they don't ever consider what and who they promote. And part of the reason they don't is they don't expect that skeptics ever will hold them accountable for what's wrong. This is clear stuff, Mr. Shermer. You cannot tell me that you cannot clearly make a case that John Holland, Colette Baron-Reed are not risking human life by the promotion of David Wolf's stuff. So please do the right thing.